Okay. Cool. Good. We're going to start lying down actually. We're going to start with the abs for this workout session. If you have bricks or anything, that might be handy. If you don't worry, I don't, so never mind. That's fine. Okay, so coming down to your back, feet to the floor, and just have the hands resting out to the sides of the body, just taking a moment to get into the breath. Sitting in a few really deep breaths through the nose so that we connect the breath in with the diaphragm. Really get the movement of your breath coming into the belly. So you're almost exaggerating that expansion on each inhale and that pulling down of belly to spine as you exhale. Just bring your arms up towards the ceiling, roll your wrists out, stretch the hands out. And then bring your arms all the way back behind your head, so reaching them as far back behind you as you can. Take a couple of big breaths there into that expansion of your rib cage. Really pulling the ribs down as you exhale, so as though you're almost working into the core just with the breath. On your next exhale, bring the arms around to a cactus position out to the sides, and then just turn your head from one hand towards the other. Just feeling that gentle stretch and opening around the chest, maybe into the neck. Keep the fingernails of the hands coming towards the floor. And then hold the head center, interlace the fingers together and place your head into the hands. Take a big breath in where you are on the ground. And as you exhale, lift the elbows towards the ceiling, lift the head and the tip of the shoulders up. Think about reaching up through the elbows and your armpits. So you find that wrapping of the shoulder blades and the head is relaxed into that complete support of the hands. Stay where you are, take another big breath in. And as you exhale, really pull the belly down. So you press your lower back into the floor. You can press into those feet a little bit as well. As you inhale, take the head to the ground, but keep the lower back connected to the mat. So as you exhale, lift the elbows and the armpits up again, pulling the belly down. Really fully empty the breath. Inhale, bring the head to the floor. One more here. Exhale, lifting up through the elbows and through the armpits as you pull that belly down. Inhale, bring the head back to the floor. Bring the legs up to 90 degrees so the knees are stacked above the hips. Fan the toes open so your feet feel fairly active. And then pull again the lower back so it's connected to the ground. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, keep the legs where they are, but lift the elbows up towards the ceiling. So the knees don't come towards you. You're lifting the armpits up towards your knees. Inhale, take the head to the floor. Exhale, lifting up. Keep that going with your breath pace, but really nice, slow, full breaths. This is more about the connection rather than about the pace of your movements. As you lift those armpits up, think about really pulling navel towards the, pubic bone towards navel. So you're getting that tailbone to almost curl upwards, so your knees are reaching up towards the ceiling. Keep it going. Last couple here. Next time you have the head and shoulders lifting, hold there. Take a breath in where you are, work into twisting abs. So bring your elbows towards the left knee and straighten your right foot towards the ceiling. So reach up through that heel. So those of you that have done the ladder work with me before, we're going through that. So Sarah, reach that right heel towards the ceiling rather than out in front of you. Yeah. Inhale, come back to the center. As you exhale, reach your elbows towards the right knee and send your left heel up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, reach your elbows towards the left knee. Reach your right foot up and then slightly forwards as though it's one step down on a 4-step ladder. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, reach your elbows towards the right knee. Straighten left leg up and then to that one step down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, elbows to left knee, straighten the right foot up and then bring it forwards down one step and down to the second step. So out in front of you. Stay where you are here. Take another breath in. As you exhale, really pull that belly down and lift up the elbows so you're not leaning into shoulder blades. Inhale, come back to center. Your exhale, bring the elbows to your right knee, left leg reaches up and then down one step and down two steps. Hold there. Take a breath in. Exhale to pull the belly down and reach that right elbow further up so you're not leaning into shoulder blade. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, elbows to left, right heel reaches up, reach it down one step, two steps, three steps. So about a foot away from the ground. Pull the lower back down, stay where you are, take a big breath in. Exhale, really pull abdominals down and lift up that left elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, elbows to right knee, left leg reaches up and it steps down one step, two step, and three steps. Stay where you are, take a breath in. As you exhale, pull the belly down back to the floor and reach up through your right elbow. Inhale, come to center. Last one, either side. Exhale, elbows to left knee, reach the right foot up, step it down one step, two steps, three steps, and then hover the heel above the ground. Stay where you are, take a breath in. Exhale, pull belly in back towards the floor and reach up through that left elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, elbows to the right, reach your left heel up. It goes down one step, two steps, three steps, and hovers above the ground. Take a breath in where you are. Exhale, reach that right elbow up as you pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Stay where you are, take a breath in. As you exhale, reach your right heel up towards the ceiling. Stay where you are, take a breath in. Rotate the leg inwards, so your toes rotate towards the left side of your mat. So you rotate that thigh inwards. We're going to exhale for 3 pulses, so pushing up your right heel for 3, 2, 1. Think about your right side of the pelvis trying to lift up as you do that. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, reach the left heel up towards the ceiling. Rotate the leg inwards, take a big breath in, and then on a 3-part exhale, push the left heel up, 2, 3. Inhale, come back to center, one more time either side. Exhale, reach the right heel up towards the ceiling. Inhale, rotate the foot and the thigh inwards. As you exhale, push the heel up for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, reach the left heel up towards the ceiling. Inhale, rotate the leg inwards. And as you exhale, 3 parts exhale, pushing up for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. Place the feet to the floor, relax the head down. Give your knees a rock side to side. Say a few swear words if you need to. And then we're going to work into bridge pose to strengthen the back line of the body. So hands to the sides of the body to begin with. Take a big breath in, feet at hips distance. As you exhale, roll the hips up towards the ceiling, reach the knees forwards, pressing through the feet. Get the glutes to feel active, let the head slide back so you create space and lengthening through those abdominals that you've just worked. Keep the feeling of trying to tuck the tailbones. The sit bones are connecting in with the hamstrings. Take a big breath into your belly. And a full breath out. Bring belly to spine. Keep the hips lifting up. As your next inhale, reach the hands towards the ceiling and then back to the wall behind you. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, keep reaching the hands back, but roll your spine towards the floor, bringing your pelvis closer to your feet as you come back down to the mat. Bring the hands out to the sides or out to the wherever they feel relaxed to be. Take a big breath into your belly again. As you exhale, kind of roll back up to your bridge pose. Without adjusting anything too much in the body, push down through your left foot and bring the right foot up so the leg is at 90 degrees, so knee above the hip, bending the knee. Good. Stay where you are, take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the hips back down towards the floor. We're going to do 4 pulses here. So inhale, push back up again. Exhale, coming down. Actually, it doesn't matter which side of it you breathe, just make sure the breath feels connected with the movement. After you have done 4, hold the hips up, keep that right foot floating. Lift the heel up towards the ceiling, take a breath in. And as you exhale, roll the spine back to the ground again, tailbone last, keep the right heel reaching up. Just bring the hands around the back of that right thigh and just bring it into a little moment of hamstring stretch. Roll the ankle around a few times one way and a few times the other way. And then bend the knee, take that foot to the floor. Starting back into your bridge pose. So take a breath in. Exhale to roll the hips up. Without adjusting anything too much in the body, push down through the right foot. Your left leg comes up to 90 degrees, knees stacked above the hip. Try and keep those hip bones level. Lower the hips towards the floor. Maybe take a breath in as they're low, and then use the exhale to push the hips back up again. Again, going for about 4 at your own pace, really working through that right glute to move the hips. Next time the hips are lifting, holding there. Reach the left heel high, so straighten the leg up a little. Exhale, rolls the spine into the floor. And when you are grounded, bring the hands around the back of that thigh, bring it into your hamstring stretch, rolling the foot around a few times one way and a few times the other way. And then bend the knee, take the foot to the floor. So take your right foot just a pace further open towards the edge of the mat and slightly turn out the foot. Not completely, just so the toes are slightly wider than your heel. Place your left ankle on top of that right thigh like you're doing a figure of 4 stretch. That's it. So we're going to push through this right heel back into your bridge pose again. So starting on the ground, take a big breath in. As you exhale, push through that right heel to roll the hips up. Holding there. So you can keep the left leg here in a figure of 4 stretch. If we can, slide it over a little bit further, like you're sitting cross-legged on that right leg. So your inner thighs are together. So take it as tight as you want to. So you also double this up then with maybe a little bit of stretch around the outer side of your left hip. Again, we're going to work into those pulses, but really focusing on pushing through that right heel, which is going to connect into the underneath side of the glutes, that kind of point where your hamstring connects in with the glutes. So as you inhale, lower the hips towards the floor. As you exhale, push through the heel of the right foot to squeeze them back up again. Squeeze the glutes. Keep it going. Inhales as you lower, and exhale to press back up again. Pushing through that right heel as you lift. So think squeezing through the glutes so you feel the activation of your right buttock particularly. Pay attention to how much you do feel this on the right side as well, so that we can just compare weakness and strength through either side of our body. Keep it going. Keep it going. Next time the hips are lifting, holding, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Unhook that left leg back into 90 degrees like we did the first set. Bring your hips towards the floor, take a breath in. Exhale, push the hips up. Inhale, hips towards the floor. Exhale, push the hips up. 2 more, inhale, lower. Exhaling up. Inhale, lower. Exhaling up, holding, bring the left foot to the floor, and then roll the spine and the arms down to the ground. Just hook your right ankle into figure of 4. So just take the glute stretch from that one we've just worked. So thread the hands through the gap, just find a bit of a stretch through the right glutes just to ease it out. Good stuff. And then you can keep this leg connected as it is. So we take the other side. So bring the left foot back to the ground again. Just take the heel about an inch wider than the width of your torso and slightly turn the toes further out. So that's going to tune in that activation of that sort of point of the glute that's lower between glute and hamstring. So starting with this figure of 4, take a breath in. As you exhale, pressing through left heel to lift the hips up. So holding here, still thinking of trying to tuck the tailbone so we're not back bending into that lower spine. If you want to stay in the figure of four, you can, or slide the legs tighter together so you've got the inner thighs closed in. That way you can squeeze inner thighs into the work as well. So as you inhale, lower the hips towards the ground. And as you exhale, pushing through the left heel to squeeze the glutes back up again. Keep it going. Inhales as you lower and exhales to lift up. Again, go with the work of your breath rather than focusing into the speed of it. To really get the exhale to fully exhale. In quality of movement rather than quantity. Keep it going. So acknowledging how you feel this side compares to the other. Maybe there's differences. Most of us are slightly weaker one side to the other, or tighter one side to the other. Next time your hips are lifting, holding there, bring the hands to reach up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. Just slide that right leg off the left one to bring it into 90 degrees like we did the first set. As you inhale, bring the hips towards the floor. And as you exhale, pushing through left heel to lift the hips back up again. 3 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press up. I've lost count. 3, do 1 more just in case. Exhale, push up. And then slowly bring the foot to the floor. Roll your bridge to the floor with the arms coming to the sides of the body. Just take that left leg into figure of four so you can stretch out that glutes. Hands wrapping around the back of that thigh. So if you did notice one side feeling a little bit weaker or harder to connect with the feeling, then if you want a bit of homework, do 8 just on that one weaker side. See if you, over time, you kind of rebalance the strength of it. Slowly release the legs to the ground. We're going to come back into abdominals again. So bring the hands to interlace around the back of the head, lifting head and shoulders up. Bring the legs up to 90 degrees. Good. As you inhale, reach the toes slightly further forwards. Your legs can go as straight as you feel good to take them. As you exhale, bring the knees in towards your chest. So this time the upper body stays where it is. It's the lower back that rolls up off the floor. So try and get your tailbone to curl up. Inhale, reach the toes forwards and away from you. Exhale, bring the knees in towards your head, not the head towards the knees. Curl the tailbone up. Inhale, reach toes away. Exhale, bring them in. We're going to do 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the tailbone. 3 more. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Lengthen the legs back out again. Squeeze through the glutes. See if you can lower the heels down a little bit lower. So you can reach the arms back behind you, pressing out through the hands. You're as long as you can in this bow pose. Keep your lower back pulling towards the floor. You can use one hand to support the head if that's more comfortable. Keep your lower back pulling down, heels hovering. If you're using one hand to support the head, switch hands. Hold it. 1 more breath. And relax to the floor. Cool. Good stuff. Give anything a little wriggle. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll your way up to seated and come straight over the legs into all fours. Good stuff. Spread the fingers open. Take a couple of cat-cows. Get those abdominals stretched out. Lower back moving. Keep the fingers flat to the ground, but lift the palms up. Just kind of take weight and stretch out the hands. Work through the wrists a little, transferring the weight around the hands. Good, that's it. Tuck the toes underneath. Come into a downward facing dog. Just give the legs a little bit of a paddle. Hips wiggle side to side. Roll forwards into a plank position, holding there. Using just your toes, rocking backwards and forwards. Again, working into wrists and shoulders and adding in the core as well. So keep the hips low, just shift the weight forwards and backwards. Press back into the heels, holding there. Drop the right forearm to the ground, followed by the left forearm to the ground into forearm plank. Again, using just your toes, rocking forwards and backwards. Keep belly button pulling into the spine. Shoulder blades stay broad. My gardener's outside making a load of noise, so we can hear that. Good. Holding, pressing back into the heels. You can do this on the knees if it's more comfortable. Drop your left hip towards the mat, over the toes, and drop the right hip to the mat. Those twisty hips. One side to the other. Exhale as your hips drop. Keep it going. Wow. And a few clicks at my back here as well. Good. Holding center. Press through the hands, lift the elbows up. So you're in a longer plank position. Hands out to the top corners of the mat and open the feet out to the bottom corners of the mat. Get the tailbone tucking under. So squeeze the glutes, pull the belly up. Step the feet in again, close together. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. Again, paddling through the feet. Lift up your right leg, take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring that knee towards your nose. Go forward towards a plank position with the shoulders and hold there. Keep that knee hugging in towards your body. Lift out through the shoulder blades as high as you can, but keep the hips fairly low. So your body is in plank position, but that right knee is hugging in towards you. Inhale, lift the right foot back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back under again. And then tick-tocking that right knee from one elbow to the other. So just swaying it one side to the other side. Stay broad through the shoulder blades. Keep it going. On your next inhale, lift the foot back up to the ceiling. Exhale, step that right foot through to a lunge position. Little bend into the back knee, but keep it floating. Bring the hands up to the ceiling. Good. So think about this front knee staying over the ankle. You're pushing through the heel of the front foot. So again, we work into the glutes. Dip the back knee towards the floor and back up again. Towards the floor and put up again. Good. So as you push back up, really focus on pressing the heel of the front foot to lift you up. So you're working through that right glute. The arms lifted overhead for that extra heart rate lifting. Good. Holding. Lean the body forwards. Keep the arms reaching out if that's okay with shoulders. You can tap your back foot in towards the front foot and back again. Tap it and back. Keep that front leg in squat. And back. And back. Lower the body closer to your front thigh. Lower through that front leg. Good. Holding. Next time you get back into your lunge, hold there. Lift the arms up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to floor. Take a chaturanga, half or full. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, come back into a downward facing dog. Take a couple of big breaths. Your left leg is going to lift up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring this knee towards your chest. On this first one, we're just going to hold. So keep yourself in that plank position through your body. Push through the arms, so shoulder blades are broad and hips stay low. Bring that knee closer in towards your forehead, not the forehead in towards the knee. Holding. On your next inhale, lift the foot back up high to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring the knee back under again. On this one, we tick-tock your knee from one elbow to the other. Side to side. Keep belly pulling in. Keep it going. Next, inhale, lift the foot back up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale, step the foot through to between the hands. You find that high runner's lunge, but with the back knee slightly dipping to the floor. Arms lifting up. Find that pulsing. So remember, as you push up, you press through the heel of your front foot to lift you. The heel of your front foot. Good. Keep it going. Good. Next time you're in your lunge, holding, lean the body forward. So your rib cage is brushing against that front thigh, stepping back foot in, back foot back. Good. Try and keep the body and your front leg really still. So just isolating the movement, that back leg. Come lower into the squats. Lean further forwards. Last couple. Next time you're in your lunge, holding there, lift the hands, take a big breath in. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, back into your downward dog. Taking a big breath in. Bring your gaze to your hands. Slowly at the same time, lower both elbows towards the ground. Into your dolphin pose. Hips up, elbows down. Holding. Slow down the breath. Keep pushing your chest through the arms towards the legs. Holding. Relax the neck. Try and broaden out the shoulder blades a little. Three more breaths. Last breath. Press through the palms, come into your downward facing dog. Roll forwards to plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the right leg up to the ceiling, holding there. Bend your supporting leg and take a hop on that supporting leg. Good. Keep hopping. Keep it going. Take about 30 seconds of hops. Good. Last couple. Bring yourself back into downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Lift the left leg up to the ceiling. Bend into the supporting leg. Hopping. Off you go. Good. Keep it going. Last couple. Come back into your downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Roll forwards into plank. Bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Lift the right hand up to the ceiling. Side plank. Take your right hand overhead, so bicep to ear. Drop your hips towards the floor. And then press them back up again. You can do this on the forearm instead if that's more comfortable for wrist. Drop the hips towards the ground and back up. Good, last couple. Bring the right hand to the floor, switching sides, straight through. Left hand up, bicep to ear, sink the hips towards the floor and press back up again. So try and feel the movement come from your underneath side of your torso, your obliques, rather than just your supporting arm. There will be work for that shoulder. You want it to focus into the side torso. Last couple. Bring the left hand to the floor, holding plank, take a big breath in. Then forwards and down, chaturanga. Up through the chest, up dog. Back into downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Step one foot forwards, either way, you're coming into a wide leg forward fold, so it doesn't matter which way you turn. Take a little sway from one leg to the other, a bit of a stretch out to ease off and slow down with your breath. Turn the toes out, the heels slightly in, find a wide leg squat position. So hips in line with your knees as you lift the body up. Hands to heart center. Interlace the fingers together and press the hands out in front of you, palms out or knuckles out, whichever way you want to go. Sink the hips deeper towards the floor. Heels to your feet open a little bit wider, so go longer with those legs. Try and keep your spine upright, like your body's leaning against a wall behind you, so you're not leaning forwards into it. Stay really upright. Hold it. Go wider with the legs. Sink the hips lower. Go wider with the legs. Sink the hips lower. Bring the hands out to the sides. Scrunch and open your hands as fast as you can with this one. This forearm's working. Lift the hands up above your head. Scrunch and open the hands. Stay low with the hips. Bring the hands out in front of your shoulders. Palms face the floor. Scrunch and open the hands. Turn the palms up to face the ceiling. Scrunch and open your hands. Hands out to the sides. Palms facing forward. Scrunch and open the hands. Get low with the hips. Reach the hands out in front of you. Interlace the fingers. Straighten up the legs. Take a breath in. Exhale, squat back down into the legs. Lifting up. And squat back down. Add the arms in if you want to. Lifting up with the arms. Exhale, pull them down to find that resistance through your back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, squat down. Again, focus on the movement, pushing through the heels to press you up. And squeezing through the glutes to come down. Keep it going, last few. Holding in that squat. Lean your left forearm to your thigh, reach the right hand over. Straighten up the right leg, so taking more weight into the left. Come back through the center, through your squat. Take the right forearm to right thigh, lean the left arm over, straighten the left leg. Good. Come back through the center squat. Bring the hands to the floor, straighten the legs up, find the fold, turn the toes in slightly. And again, just have a bit of a stretch out, sway the body side to side. Little bend into the knees. Again, come back into that squat. Hands to the heart center. Wriggle the feet slightly closer together again. So you've got even balance. You can transfer the weight easily. You'll take the weight over to the left foot and kick the right heel up towards the ceiling. Come back down through the squat, really low. So you can send the tailbone back on that squat down and kick the left heel out to the side. Keep the foot leading with the little toe edge. So you work these outer side of the glutes and into the IT bands. Good. Keep it going at your pace. Use the arms however they feel good to use. Good, keep it going, last few. Oh, look at that, buns of steel. Good. Last one. So I think next time you take the weight onto your, kick up your left leg, that's your last one. Holding center. Take the weight back over to the left foot, kick the right foot up, and then take that right foot back behind you like you're taking a curtsy, as far back behind you as you can. Just stay on this leg, so kick the leg out to the side, and then back behind you. Squat down, tap the knee to the floor if you can. Pick it up, and back. Good, 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Come back up and into the squat. Weight onto the right foot, kick the left foot out. Step it back, tap the knee to the ground. If you've got room. Good, nice. Lovely curtsies. I've lost count, 2 more. Ooh. Last one. Holding, come back into your squat. My God, if a dance teacher saw me do that, I'd be thrown out the dance studio. As you inhale, lift the hands back up, straighten up the legs, turn your feet towards the top of your mat, go through your vinyasa, so step back into plank, lower the body down, etc. And meet back in your downward dog. Take a big breath in, and a full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bring your right leg forward into pigeon. Send the back leg away. So we're just here to stretch, so you can come into forearms or forehead, or wherever you want to be, or stay upright in it if that gives you a better stretch. Those of you that want to, or those of you that can, bring your left hand around and grab hold of the back foot for a quad stretch at the same time. So same hand as leg is going to feel a little bit more comfortable for the back. Slow down the breath. If you have that back foot, just gently lengthen it away. Keep the legs as they are. Just bring your torso and your arms over towards the left of your mat, so that that heel is almost underneath your belly. And bring yourself back into fold. So we'll just open out a little bit deeper into stretching that right glute. Gently, if you can open your knee further out to the right, take it wider, and your body further to the left. Yeah. Yes. So you come back to the center. Step it back to your downward dog. Roll through vinyasa. Lift the left leg up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, step through to pigeon. Again, finding your stretch, so you can stay upright, or you can come into the fold, wherever you want to be. And if you want to, reach the right hand around and grab the right foot for quad stretch at the back leg. Good. If you have the back leg, gently lengthen it away. Keep the knee reaching to the left. Your body's going to walk over towards the right. So the heel of that front foot comes somewhere under the belly. Come back to the center. Step back either into your downward dog or roll through vinyasa. So just paddle through the feet, get a real good squeeze down of the heels so you feel that stretch come through the calves, ankles. Bring the knees to the ground, come into your child's pose. Just find a nice restorative feeling into it. Just let the body kind of relax and rest. Feel the breath moving into your back, so you just get that gentle release through the back with the breath moving nice and deeply through it. Bring yourself up through to kneeling and then into any posture for the final minutes. If you want to stay in a seated meditation, feel free to stay upright. Otherwise, bring yourself flat to your back into a Shavasana. So however you want to close your practice, changing up the legs to however feels best if you're staying seated. If you're coming to your back, feel free to take twists or anything that feels good. Use these last few minutes just for yourselves. Find space and softness in the body. Working into that control of lengthening through the breath. Pranayama is the control of your breath. The awareness. And notice as you slow down the breath that the heart rate softens. It takes about 30 seconds of just a slower, deeper breath to make some quite significant biological shifts through the body. The blood pressure lowers down, the nervous system switches into that more rest and digest side, the parasympathetic side. Sense of softening of any tension around the face or the jaw. Important after these yang or more dynamic practices to take a moment to bring everything back into that balanced state. If you have the time this afternoon and you wish to stay in your meditation or your Shavasana, then feel free to stay where you are. Otherwise, take your time, bring yourself out of wherever you're at, bring yourself to seated with a little bit more awareness for your body. Closing your practice, bringing to mind one thing that you can feel grateful for today. Acknowledge something that you are proud of yourself for. And recognize how getting to your yoga mat has served you in some way today. Bring that to the heart center, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bow your head to your hands. Well done, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste. Fabulous work. Oh. Have jelly legs tomorrow.
Thank you, Pip.